unbelievable to me in this day and age the amount of influence that greed, corruption, and politics play in our lives, just as it did in the time of Jesus. As our devotional recalls, after Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, large crowds began to believe and follow him. So the Pharisees called a meeting of the Sanhedrin to discuss what to do about this itinerant rabbi. They were fearful that Rome would take away their power and thereby destroy their very comfortable lifestyle. Caiaphas, the high priest, prophesies that Jesus is going to die for a nation. We are asked in our daily action to research the life of Sister Dorothy Stein and her struggle to save Brazil's indigenous farmers and the Amazon rainforest. Her efforts alone would cost the greedy landowners, speculators, politicians, loggers, ranchers an untold fortune and hinder their ability to clear-cut the rainforest. Just like the Sanhedrin who plotted Jesus' death, these callous people arranged for the death of Sister Dorothy. She was murdered on a lonely road and left lying in the mud. She gave her life to preserve a way of life for the farmers of that region and to save the Amazon rainforest, which comprises 40% of all tropical rainforest in the world. This particular rainforest is known as the Earth's lungs, as it plays a critical role in cleansing our atmosphere. It is the home of 50% of all the world's plant species, and 20% of all the fresh water flows through the Amazon River basin. All the living creatures on Earth depend in part on the effectiveness of the Amazon rainforest. Sister Dorothy died not only for the rights of the local farmers, but for the preservation of our world as we know it. After her death, the Brazilian president placed 20,000 square miles of the Amazon's 1.6 million square miles under federal protection, which included the land where Sister Dorothy's home was located. She gave her life for the common good of all, just as Jesus gave his life for the salvation of mankind. Our parish prayer says, "You are our only hope. You are our Messiah, our Savior. We ask you to give us the light to see more clearly the small steps that each one of us can take to be instruments of your peace and hope." Pope Francis says there is nobility in the duty to care for creation through little daily actions. Today, I ask Jesus to give me the insight and the courage to see and to stand up against injustice, just as Sister Dorothy did, and to be a good steward of all that God has entrusted to us. With God's help, I will do my part not to waste anything and to help conserve resources for generations to come.